Hey everyone, it's Jamie from BestNerdLife and welcome to another episode of Nerdy Thrifts. Now this is a video series where I go around my local and not so local charity shops to try and find some nerdy bargains. And in this particular episode, we go all over. We go to some charity shops, we go to a convention, and we also go to a really interesting arcade bar. But before we go and watch all that, if I can ask you to subscribe to this channel if you're new here, because I'm so close to getting to 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping to do it by the end of the year, and you doing that would be immensely helpful to this channel. With that being said, let's have a look at the things that I find this time around. Okay, so let's start off with this slightly messy kids section, and I found SimCity for the PC. Now this particular one isn't a very good version of SimCity. I've heard it's very buggy and full of just bad design decisions, so yeah, I left it for someone else. Moving on to a different section of this same shop, and I found a bunch of Assassin's Creed pop vinyl figures. Good for those people who want them, but I didn't because I don't really like pop vinyls anymore. I think they're quite overrated. But yeah, a good selection as well, a Voltron one as well. But yeah, generally a good selection for anyone who would want them. Still in this same charity shop, and I found a bunch of video games, PC, Wii, Xbox, that kind of stuff. Nothing really here that I really wanted, but for £1 each, not bad at all. But yeah, none of these were interesting to me. And then one last thing from this charity shop. I just found this really amusing. This is a big, fat, massive book about XL 1997. Just tons of information about XL from back then. I adore this kind of time capsule of technology. Yeah, just really cool to flip through. Probably I would only find this interesting, but yeah, I include it anyway. Moving on here, and another media section with, again, a bunch more games, but nothing really here that properly interested me. Again, some good prices, but yeah, just nothing that I really wanted. Now here's a throwback to a previous video. I actually went in this same charity shop months and months ago, and they had a bunch of these Wii accessories, something for you to like wind your Wii mote wire around. They had hundreds back then. They still have tons now, so yeah, I don't think they're selling. Just a bit further on, and I found some more video games, but again, nothing really that interested me. I mean, I don't really want brain training. Someone liked Tiger Woods, a bunch of games here. I assume they're all from the same collection, I don't know, or yeah, maybe they just collected them over time. I just haven't been able to sell them. Jumping over to another charity shop here, and above the shirt, I found this Satek ST330 Rumble Force joystick. I was tempted to get this, but then, you know what? It just didn't really appeal to me, I guess. Like, it's not old enough. If I'm going to get more joysticks, I want them to be slightly older, more vintage, more retro. I don't know. This just seemed a bit too modern for me. On to another one here, and yes, I found Call of Duty, the Xbox One, as well as a bunch of Wii games, and they're all kind of shovelware Wii games, which, yeah, I wasn't really interested in. Now this next thing is actually very interesting to me. Just talking about joysticks previously. This thing right here, the Quick Shot Skyhawk. The thing I saw very, very clearly was the, like, 4 Windows 95 logo on it. Yeah, man, this is retro enough. It's got the game controller plug-in thing at the back. It's not USB. And it seemed in fairly good condition, so it's old, it's retro, it's beige. I love it. I'm getting this for £5. Onto an absolutely massive media section here, and they had a bunch of PlayStation 2 games. A lot of them not really interesting to me, or I already have them, like this Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid game, Need for Speed Underground as well. I've got that. Driver, I've got that. So yeah, really not something I want to pick up. Tempted with Silent Scope, but in the end I left it. And as I was kind of going off to the left here to go to some more games, I noticed this MechWarrior 3 PC game in the jewel case for £1.49. Definitely picking that up because I'm starting to collect quite a few of these PC games. I did try and look for some in like the rest of the CD section, but I didn't find any. And then I moved on to here, some PlayStation 3, PC, stuff like that. Yeah, again, not really stuff I'm looking to pick up, or I've already got them, so yeah, I didn't get any of it. Into the glass cabinet here, and I found this interesting, I assume it's an Xbox 360 or One controller. Just a weird shape, weird design. For $3.99 it was tempting, but yeah, I didn't pick it up because I just didn't want to. Onto the electronics section of that same charity shop, and I found this Gamester wheel thing. I was trying to find on the back what connection it had to kind of determine what console or platform, whatever it was for, and I couldn't figure it out until I just reached around and pulled out the wire. It's for the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1. It was not very good, to be honest. It felt really brittle, so I left it. And then one more thing from the charity shops. I found a bunch of these Skylander Giants display mats, display whatever they are. Really cool. Like, I don't have any Skylanders. I don't really want to collect them, but I didn't know it was a thing, and it looked really cool. So yeah, I thought I'd share it on camera. And all for £1 as well. Crazy. Now, I actually did go to the Bristol Anime and Gaming Convention, as you can see from these figures here, and honestly, I didn't really get enough footage to warrant a full video, so I kind of just put it on the end of this one. But like, this thing was really cool. This is a retro electro collectible model of the Sega Mega Drive. They were selling it for like £10, and I thought, you know what, fairly decent price. I checked online, and yeah, it was kind of the going rate, so it was sealed, and it looked in good condition, so yeah, I got it. I also looked at a bunch of cuddly toys. I can see Teddy Ursa there, Marl, some really cute otters as well. I love otters, they're really, really cool. And then kind of down on the front of the table, I found an anime Aloy, which, yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of that art style, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And then here is me playing Sonic on the, I think, Master System, I believe it is. It was really beat up, but it was really cool. It was more anime than gaming, but I got to get some footage of this. And then right after that, we went to the NQ64 Arcade Bar. This was a really, really cool place, but I didn't know existed. I just kind of came across it, and yeah, it was just really, really cool. I didn't actually spend a lot of time here because I was hungry and wanted to go for somewhere food. But I wandered around for a bit, took some footage and a lot of photos. If you do want to know more about the anime and gaming convention, as well as this place, you can always go to my website, BestNerdLife, because I've done a blog post on both of these things. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And that is another Nerdy Thrifts video in the bag. I'm very happy with what I got this time around. It wasn't a huge amount, but the things that I got were very specific, very, very kind of specific to me, which is great. I really, really enjoy that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, then by all means, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel if you do that kind of stuff. And as always, keep living that best nerd life.